We are students on intermediate English course, and this is the activity 2 of the unit 1, conspiracy theories on September 11. My name is Jair Gutierrez.
Hello, my name is Daisy Vasquez, and I will be discussing with you a very important topics.
Hello.
Hello, hello, my name is Gustavo Adolfo Lozano Penagos. I am ready for activity.
Hello, my name is Marcy Saavedra, and I am ready.
Hello, my name is Laura Angélica Riveros.
Okay, so I'm very happy to see you. I want to share my screen in a moment, please. So, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
I see you.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to talk about the conspiracy theories on September 11. As we know, the conspiracy on September 11 are a series of alternative hypotheses about the origins and development of attacks to World Trade Center, Pentagon, and the rural area of Pennsylvania. These theories are disagreed with the official version. So we are going to debate about could the US Air Force have prevented the attack? In my opinion, they could to have prevented the attack because they were able to intercept the 4 hijacked planes, but really they didn't do it. So, to solve, tell us what do you think about?
Uh, my opinions, according to the video, yes, because they said they were told by different countries about the possible attack. You see, hijacked commercial airplane. They also could have had more yes ready to attack and intersect the airplane before the crashes.
Yeah, so Laura, tell us your opinion. Laura, are you there?
Yes. Yes. I think about if the user force have prevent the attack. I think that United States is the most or one of the most important powers in the world, and um, it have um, much power um, and military power. Um, we know the United States have um what military power stop the attack is several opportunities, but we see that nothing was done to make this happen. Deliberate, ignorant it.
Yeah, so now we want to Daisy, can you hear us?
Yeah. In my opinion, according to the video and its author, the attacker called about being prevented because they were already alerted. In addition, they had the Air Force constantly watching the American skies. In addition of taking into account, according to Massimo Masugo, the supposed control of the airport was not to surface because the terrorists managed to enter Japan.
So, what's your opinion about Mercy?
Um, okay, I think is true because it's very clear in the videos. Because there were catastrophic failures to intercept 4 rooms that were detected by the air traffic controllers in the space of 1 hour and 40 minutes. The United States have been repeatedly threatened by other countries, and even then, 6 members were mysteriously replaced or absent at the time of the attack. That so the proofs are clear. I think it's true.
Yeah, theories claim that then US Vice President did change ordered the military to extend out. For this reason, they didn't intercept any planes. So, were the Twin Towers deliberately the mostly so bad explosive? So, in my opinion, I can say, or some conspiracy theories say that the airplanes that were just were were commercial airplanes. So, they say that the commercial plane are constructed on aluminum, and this material is not so forced to it is not so forced for for the structure be collected. So can you tell us your uh, mercy, please?
Okay, okay. Yes, because ejections in the Philippines were thrown laterally many feet away, indicating that the forces is projected from within. Additionally, it was indicated that many people record that explosion in a massive way, and this is exactly a mechanism for demolition of structures. So it's clear in the point of view of the of scientific point of view. So it's demonstrated.
Yeah, yeah, this is true.
Yes.
Gustavo, tell us.
It is one of the theory that's taking advantage of the rebuilding of um, the elevator. They put explosive in the most critical place of the tower. They said it was impossible that the building collapsed in that way with the impact of the planes.
Yeah. So Daisy, please.
My opinion is could not be known with accuracy if the attack was planned or simple, mocking the security of a country organized for its experiences in intelligence and investigation of attacks. What the author said is that there are dubious about testimonials taken from very important shortware affairs that in advance they were put exclusively inside the Twin Towers to simulate a terrorist attack.
So, what do you have to tell us, Laura?
Okay. Personally, I think that because of the events of September, if it could have been deliberate, there are many inconsistencies in the official version of the events. The fact that Bull Tower 7 has also fall and this with the reason for this and experts have said that the way they fell was not the way they would have done if by means of attack, but they are similar to controlled detonation with explosive, and the time on the fall is 7 seconds, is much lower for a fall of this type. Besides, this happened after the attack, as you can see in the video. The Air Force hit the top of the tower, and this would not have to offer this base, the base of the both towers.
No, and we have to remember that there were some people that they say that when they was trying to escape to the building, they heard some explosion. For this reason, we can say that really they use some explosive to demolish the tower. Was the Pentagon really hit by an airplane? Okay, so according to the official version, the Pentagon had information of possible terrorist attacks, but I kind of got really they say that I they say that cyborgs be other artifacts, and really they say that a missile and a small missile was to impact with the Pentagon, but really they say that plane was not. So what did you think about it, Gustavo?
Okay, my opinion is according to video shows us that the Pentagon excuse me, apparently was no parent because there are witnesses where people were seen manipulating the scene. The other things and the remains were no comparable with the signs of the plane. The other things is that there were witnesses who saw specifics on mushroom cloth. They also notice the absolute lack of the classic smell of nutset for a plane crash. The only smell he felt was that of scratch, earth, no military aircraft could be seen in the vicinity of the down aircraft, although some witnesses said they saw smell white plane jacks before the fall of flight flat.
So, Daisy,
Okay. My opinion is not. The plane that Allegan crashed in the Pentagon is a simulation. The results were not as strong as expected after an attack with a passenger plane normality.
so tell us, Mercy, what is your opinion about it?
Oh, yes, the plane really did collide with the towers, but it was not the reason why they overthrew. Because we was speaking about in the other point, and it is demonstrated the towers flow into the edification. So, so yes, the plane collide but not overthrow. Okay.
Yeah. So, Laura,
Okay. I don't think we are talking about the year. Um, I return to the before mentioned. We are talking about um, United States. Um, the technology United States should possess had to be superior for money other country and um, even being years in which technology do not compare with today, but um, but for this year the cameras um, video cameras um, uh, already exist and and so often and used in the moment of the attack you cannot see anything. You see an image just before and after, but in any moment you see the airplane. This is so rare and 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 no more cameras. Black box now of the planes. Uh, all all is totally destroyed, and I think that maybe um something or anything um hit the Pentagon, but I don't think that be an airplane.
so, some investigator, we have to know that some investigator really had repeatedly questioned how a major pilot was able to fly on commercial plane in a complicated maneuver and crashed into the Pentagon. If we know that Pentagon is the world's most powerful military, it couldn't be true. Sorry, I repeat the question. But the other question is, were some people forward about the attack?
What?
The other question is, okay, let's continue. The
Oh,
other question is, were some people forward about the attack? Some information, or the Pentagon had some information that possible terrorist attack, but really they this information because they said they didn't know the date and place where this attack to happen. So what opinion is
okay. Uh, my opinion is the intelligence now there were a lot of meetings in the White House. Colin Rowling uncovered information that she was warning about the attack, but was ignored.
okay? So Laura, what do you have to say us?
We could believe that, yes, but there's good sample by the military commands, the intelligence, and the government as shoes to the civilians, the people civil. No, in the towers were not notified, and in the middle of many people died. It, it said that they had knowledge about the system.
Yeah. So Daisy,
Please, Jair, repeat the question.
okay, the question is, were some people forward about the attack?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is possible to show that some terrorists were evacuated before the destructions,
Yeah.
which it left in doubt in if the attack was really a surprise or if some decided the safeguard their lives.
Okay, so then there are no.
Are you talking to me? Right. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I don't took in account that information in the videos, but I believe it is affirmative because the White House was evacuated with the anticipation of the events. And so I think it is true. It is.
Okay, let's continue with the next question. Is could the attack have been prevented? I think, according to the video, I think humans are very powerful, as we know, and really, it could, they could have to prevent this attack because they had unsophisticated technologies. Into the way they could have shut down the planes. I think they could do it. I want to hear your opinion, Laura.
What what is the question?
Could the attack have been prevented?
Okay. As I said before, a country like the United States had a great military power, could have stopped the attack in several opportunity when start when the airplane are um, touched. But we see that nothing was done to make this not happen. Um, and they deliberate ignore it and we know the result.
Okay, Gustavo, what did you think?
Okay, my opinion is yes, because they had several warning before the events, and once the airplanes were jihad, they had live an hour and a half to do some things. Some things they could have prevent, and if they have had more jets in service, controlling the airplane closer and shoot the airplane that hit the the Pentagon.
Okay, Gustavo.
Okay, okay, excuse me. The Pentagon. Okay.
Basic. So,
Okay, of course, the attacks were warned. Then they occurred in the middle of a country with large number of security personnel, expert in different sense. And this case, the air traffic controller are highly qualified personnel to follow the teach missions.
yeah, person.
Yes. Yes, the Secret Service tracked an incoming plane to Washington for 30 minutes and had the means to shut it down. But Vice President Dick Cheney, who was in charge, had tell me, tell me. Okay, I was telling you, the Vice President Dick Cheney, who was in charge, had no defensive measure when he entered a restricted airspace in Washington and is headed to the Pentagon. So yes, is demonstrated too.
Okay, so the question is, was Obama Bin Laden really sure her? It's a big question. So there are a lot of debate about that. And really, according to the official version, Osama Bin Laden was killed and his body was thrown into the sea. But some conspiracy theories say that Osama Bin Laden not tortured. Really, they say that he have taken to Pakistan and he continued his life as civilian in the United States. So, what do you think, Gustavo?
Okay. Yes, he was captured and killed because Bin Laden was not. In but in an exchange of fire at the Minister of the National Security said and the begins he was also unarmed nor her the he you say one is he is a women excuse me a women and the human child.
Okay, so, Laura.
Okay, is complicated. The events narrated in the official version, of course, we find different false that mention that Osama was in a big mansion in which after a grand fight and with the death of the same. This being shot in the head after Warner to be delivered. And after that, the confirmation was the delivery to the president of the United States, then to be thrown into the sea. Um, this is so rare because is the body of the Al Qaeda leader be this very suspicious, but no sparing DNA confirmation if should be not to the process in DNA test takes some times, so it could be no have been determined before drawing in the sea if it was or was not the person we had been looking, and long the hard committed so many attacks, generating in the population many doubts about this being also a grand importance. The double generate if Osama was the one that came in the age of the expression public, and the image that the image official um, is where is um, is the same image that a photo for one intervention to the journalist.
Okay. Daisy.
Okay. It is said that the death of Osama bin Laden was also an scenario of lies where the government of the state has to take into account the moment in order are a false positive because the reality is the answer is another way. There was no attack on the life where we live, nor were their remains thrown into the sea.
So, Mercy, what is your opinion about this question?
Um, they say Osama bin Laden did the second day of May of 2011 in a conference with the soldiers of the United States. But I think that's a lie. That's a lie because all about in this team is it's a lie. All is a a simple a simple lie for to take all that they want. But maybe Osama bin Laden did, but not from this way. I think it.
Okay, so okay, this is the seventh question and last question. So, was 9/11 caused by American government on purpose? How? What did you think about it?
My opinion is in the video. They said it could the possible in order to go to war to gain the sympathies of the American people before going to war.
Okay, so Laura,
Okay,
Laura.
okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, I think there are two options. The first, that they knew that and ignore it and take it like an excuse benefit for their future plans to attack, to counterattack, and two, that they had planned it to have reason to con- counterattack, but I think the official version is somewhat confusing, and in and I think that uh, uh, um, two options benefit the government. Um, uh, Very much people that, but but this is a benefit for the government, for the president, and for the military people.
Yeah. So Daisy, what's your opinion?
Okay, the author makes similarity with the Pearl Harbor attack, given that the attacks were planned by government interests. Everything indicates that the government headed by President George Bush planned everything. The hypotheses are based on the great amount of confusions and controversies that exist about it.
Yeah, and remember there are some theories that say it was an inside job because United States wants to attack or they want to justify in the military immersion of Iraq. Really, after that attack, they got to do it. So, Mercy, what's your opinion?
Yes, yes. Massimo Mazzucco's documentary reveals too much evidence that shows the coincidence between the attack by Pearl Harbor and the attack on the Twin Towers that are basically strategic advantage of President Roosevelt and George Bush, respectively.
Okay, so someone has something else to say? Gustavo, Laura, Dave, Marcy.
Um,
Name. Okay.
No, no.
Okay. I think my conclusion is that there are many very suspicious things that make the United States which try to hide not only the American people but the world in general that although evidence to the contrary, um, they never accept like the man in the moon and we must have more critical thinking um, um, uh, reading learning and research to the do not um, do not share ads.
Okay, so
Uh,
guys, okay, Gustavo, we here.
uh, in general, too, is very confusing. As there are interesting thoughts.
Yeah, so I think we need to learn, or every people has to learn in other web pages and other websites where because we can find a lot of information about these conspiracy theories and really they are very interesting information about it. Okay,
Yes.
guys, thank you so much.
Please give me a minute. My conclusions is the attacks 9/11 has a similitude with the attacks the two naval bases of Pearl Harbor. It's evident that there were inconsistencies in the estimates and evidence around of the problems they different in the government, a country to generate impact in the world. Very thing.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
See you.
No.
no, I just to have add the reality always will be more true than the fiction. So I was very surprised about this topic. I think that's all. Are you agree, Jair?
Yeah, I hear. So thank you so much. I think we can finish. So,
Yes. Yes.
okay.
Okay, so goodbye. Thank you for
Go. Okay. Goodbye. Happy nice. Happy goodbye.
Thank you so much and good night.
Good night. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.